Hey, great. Yeah, come in, come in. Yeah, have a seat. Welcome to the TCG shop. How can we help you? Oh, I'm building a custom deck. All right, that's awesome. Well, that's definitely one of our specialties. So, are you looking for just some random deck or just something that's competitive, current meta? Okay, something specific, okay? Just for fun with your friends, great, great. Those are the best to build anyway. Just if you're not really involved in the competitive scene, what's the point of getting, so in depth in strategies and what you're gonna do? If you're just trying to have fun, those are really easy to build and just ones you want to use a lot. So I can definitely help you with that. And let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, have a seat there, like I said, and we'll go through what you're looking for. So you said you had a specific deck that you're wanting to build. So let's start with what era of cards. We have everything here from vintage to the brand new sets that have just hit the market. So what era are we looking for? Okay, you're looking for a deck made up entirely of cards from the Neo sets. Okay, great. That's awesome. I have not built one of those in quite some time, I have to be honest. So any specific Neo set, Neo Genesis, Discovery, any of the four? Okay, great. That will help out a lot. As you know, some Pokemon are not in each set, so if you're looking for something specific, it helps to broaden the range of sets that we're looking for. Okay, so what type of deck in terms of Pokemon typing are you looking for? Or are you wanting to build around a specific one single Pokemon? Okay, you want to build around the bug type Fortress. Okay, now that, my friend, is a first. I have never built a deck around Fortress. It's a great Pokemon. Some great cards, especially the Neo Discovery, which I'm assuming, okay, that's the one you're looking for, as would I. But it's just not a card you see a lot, so I'm impressed, okay? This is going to be great, I can tell already. Okay, so I'm assuming, obviously, you're going to want grass typing as your primary type, but with the Fortress Neo Discovery edition, we are going to have some metal type energies, which they are considered rares because they are holographic. So they are going to be a little bit more pricey than your traditional energy. Is that something that you're okay with? Perfect, perfect. Okay, so do you have a specific list of Pokemon that you are wanting to be featured in the deck, besides obviously Fortress and his evolutions? Or would you like me to kind of build around that idea? Okay, build around that idea. Great. This is going to be awesome. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to go back to the back and see what we have. I have your cards here for you. I'm going to show you exactly what I have. I'll lay them out and we can go over them and make any changes that you want. Okay, first up, I got Spinnerack here. Gives you a little poison option here. It's great for early game. Since you wanted 3 rare Pokemon that kind of went with this theme, I decided to go with Dark Ariados from the Neo Revelation set. It's a great card. A lot of utility with your poison type there. And since you did have the 3 rare limit, I went ahead and gave you an uncommon variation of Ariados from Neo Genesis to give you a little bit more of an option to play with him in case you don't draw your Dark Ariados. As you can assume, I went ahead and chose Pineco from Neo Genesis right here, and that leads to your Desired Fortress from Neo Discovery. So this is a great card. As you can see, it has your hollow foil, which is your 1 hollow foil in the deck, so this will be your primary Pokemon that you're looking for. I cannot wait to see how you like this deck once you've played with it and come back in. And Pineco is from Neo. Next, we have Weedle here. Gives us another basic Pokemon to start. As you can see, we have 3 basics so far, so a pretty straightforward deck. Weedle's Evolution, Kakuna, another great card, and you can, I'm sure, see where this is going. We next have your third and final rare Pokemon of the deck, Beedrill, which has a really devastating attack with its triple poison, which if it lands, you can place 3 damage counters for your poison instead of the typical 1, which with Fortress's Spike's Pokemon ability, this can be a pretty deadly combo. I think you're really going to enjoy this. And to round out your basic Pokemon, we have a nice Venonat with some poison control as well. And your last basic Pokemon, a Scyther, for just some raw damage once you get those spikes out and lay your poisons down. And last but not least, like I did forewarn you, the mental energies are rare holo foils, so these don't count against your 1 holo foil Pokemon, but they are a little bit more expensive than your traditional energies. So that rounds out the basic kind of Pokemon look and deck play style that we're going to be using with this deck. What do you think of that? Are there any changes that you'd like to make? I did tell you these were Neo Revelation. These are Neo Destiny. I'm sorry about that. I sometimes get those mixed up. These will work great. Okay, that's exactly what we like to hear. We don't mind making changes, but it's always nice when the customer really likes the selection. So with these cards, what we're going to do now is we will move into the additional features of your deck. Obviously, we will have multiples of each of these cards in the deck, and we will build the trainers around this play style to give you a little bit of variety at your play style. We run a special here. If you buy a full 60 card deck, we include an additional 11 cards, which is similar to what you'd buy in a booster pack. Those additional 11 cards will be cohesive with your deck, mostly in the form of trainers and extra energies. That way you can mix and match and change them out depending on how your play style really shapes up as you play through this. So that's just something we like to do for all of our customers. So we'll go over those at the end. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to choose what kind of deck box you would like to house your deck or your Pokemon card deck in. So we have 2 different options for you here. We have our traditional deck boxes, and we have multiple different colors of these. These are just your our basic option. We have a white here. We also have red, blue, black, any real color that you want. Usually most customers like to match this with the type of deck that they're building, just to kind of have a little bit extra design freedom whenever they create these. So these are just a almost plastic board type material. They do hold up rather nicely, but obviously they are prone to wear over time. They will easily hold a sleeved 60 card deck and have a little bit extra room if you'd like to slide a coin or a couple damage counters in there for easy transport. So if it was my choice and I was going with the basic style here, I would go with a lovely green here, just for the bug type aesthetic that we're going with. So if you are okay with it, I will show you our premium option. Obviously most people that come in this shop, they're here for a reason. They're here for the experience and to really enjoy the deck building experience, and that's what we like to offer. So we do like to offer a premium version of most of our items in the deck. So our premium deck box that we offer is this lovely box here. Now, once again, this is a black version of this box. We do have multiple other versions, including green, white, blue, red, purple. This box here has multiple options, which is why it is our premium price. On the top here, we have a nice little compartment that can be removed and can hold your damage counters, coins, status counters, and it's just nice to have there right on the top, to where you don't have to have an additional storage container or anything like that. It's just all in one, which is what our customers love most about this option. It has a nice click there. It holds pretty solid, and obviously this is a harder plastic, as you can see, so it can really withstand a lot more travel. If you throw it in a bag, or throw it at the bottom of a drawer for storage, it's not going to damage anything inside, and it's just going to be something nice that you can have with you for a long time. Let's go ahead and look at the next compartment here. This little button on the front, it is just for show. It actually does not affect the product in any way other than just looking nice, as you can see. So inside here we have room to easily house a 60 card sleeved deck with ample room. So you could almost fit 2 sleeve decks in here if you would like, especially if you slid a nice little spacer in between. It also can hold hard card covers if you like to have a couple show cards in there with your deck, just to show off to your friends. It's something nice, but it, just to say, it does have a lot of room inside. Now, obviously, this is the black option, which, to be honest, if I was building this deck, I would personally go with the black, because then I can balance the other colors in my deck, most notably the dice or the damage counters and the card sleeves. I can use a green or a different color to really go with the neutral black, but that is your decision if you do in fact decide to go with the premium option, or our basic options are also great. So what type of deck box would you like to go for? You would like the premium. That's an outstanding choice. I assumed you would, based on just the love you have already for this type of experience. So I am pleased that you went with that. That will make this even more enjoyable. So let me put these away. Okay, so now that we have our deck box, we will go ahead and get this opened up, and we will just place all of your items as we get them inside the box, and it will make for a great setting for us here. So we now have our basic card outlook. We have our deck box. So now the next step is to decide on what card sleeves we would like, and I have many options, as with the rest that we've done so far. The first option I have some official licensed Pokemon trading card game card sleeves. These are a Generation 4 card sleeve, as you can see, and this is just one example. We have many like this with different Pokemon and different images on the card sleeves themselves. These have your official Pokemon logo. They are clear on the front, which will show your card through if you are unaware with how these look on a card. So we can do something like that. They're harder to directly match with these kind of custom decks, but you can get something that kind of goes along with the same theme. I have multiple varieties of those types. We have another older set Genesect card sleeve here. Once again, this is just another example of the official licensed card sleeves. Now, with the more custom idea in mind, we have custom plain color that can be easily matched with anything. These are more of our premium options here. So we have your general colored card sleeves. Once again, these are an example of a black card sleeve. This is a full package here that you wouldn't necessarily need this many, but we have enough that if you wanted to have multiple varieties of different cards or different play styles for this deck, you could get as many card sleeves as you'd like. That way you always have room to expand the deck or change it as you would like. So this is our black. For you, I would personally suggest our forest green. We have multiple shades of green, but if matching with your black deck box, this dark forest green would kind of give that great bug aesthetic and not clash too much with the seriousness of the metal typing gray. As you can see, it has a nice texture to it on the back that gives easy grip for when you're picking your cards up, and once again, it maintains the green but with a clear film over the front to allow your cards to be easily seen. So, would you like to go with you want the forest green? That is perfect. So, that's another decision made, and another great one, if you don't mind me saying. So, what we will do now is we will choose what type of damage markers you would like. Once again, I have two options for you here. I have a generic option here for our basic cardboard damage counters. As you can see, we have 10s and 2 50s. It also comes with a poison marker and another status marker here. So these are obviously a cardboard type material. They are not the most hardy wearing thing that we have, but they do their job. So that is our basic option. And like many, we have our premium option here for our status symbols. We now have a nice PVC version of both. These are nice coin type. These will last a long time. Dropping them will not be an issue whatsoever. And they look very nice. They have a nice shine to them. These are obviously the go-to choice for serious deck builders. Okay, you would like these. I have a feeling that we're going to be going in the premium direction for most of these options, so I will lean towards that with most of my suggestions, if you don't mind. So we will place these in your deck box top container. The next thing are our damage counters. So since you have a liking for the premium variety, I will assume that you would like to do so as well with the damage counters, which in this case comes in the form of dice. So whenever you buy official licensed Pokemon decks, oftentimes they will come with damage counter dice. These are official dice that the Pokemon Company sells. As you can see, instead of placing markers with 10 on them and building them up, you simply flip the dice to whatever type of damage that you have. So if you have 50, you would place it on the number 5. Each dot represents 10. So these are great. But once again, if you would like a custom option, we have many in stock and many varieties. So when buying custom dice, this is an example. You can have much larger and differently shaped dice with a lot higher numbers on them. Obviously, with modern Pokemon card game battles, your damage can get far above 100. So, for example, this dice has a 12, so you can get all the way to 120, and a lot of these dice will go even higher. For example, 15 on this dice, 18, all the way up to 20. So you can go all the way up to 200 with this one dice. And with the red and orange, you can see that the color options are very customizable. So with that in mind, we will go through and decide what color of dice we would like. Yeah, as you can see here and there are a lot of different packaged dice in there. So what we will do, we will go through and let you decide what color you would like. We have a lovely magenta color. We have a deeper purple. We have a black with gold lettering. We have a nice blue. A little bit of a darker blue here. An orange. A light green. And at a slight discount, because the package is opened, we have what might be the perfect color, a dark forest green, similar to your card sleeves, which, if I do say so myself, matches up quite nicely. I thought you might like these. Okay, perfect. As you can see, this purchase comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different dice, all with different shapes. You have your traditional 6-sided dice, as well as much larger dice, like we discussed earlier. Okay, perfect. I will place them in your deck box. As you can see, we are building the full array of everything that you will need to enjoy this bug-themed deck from the Neo era for a very long time. I will go ahead and put away the other dice. And once again, as you can see, if you would like to visit us another time in the future, we have a large variety of different themed decks that we can build, and I'm sure we will. Okay, last but not least, we need to choose what type of Pokemon coin used for flipping, for damage, and many other options in the card game. What kind of coin? We have large coins, oversized for the game. We have other smaller or medium-sized with many different Pokemon options on here. You would like the green or quasi coin? Alright, that is perfect. Once again, sometimes it's hard to match the exact Pokemon or typing. Sometimes you have to just go for color, which you have made a great choice, so we will put that in your deck box as well. Okay, so now that we have your deck box, your dice for damage, your status condition markers, and your coin, it is now time to sleeve your cards and get you on your way. So we will start by sleeving the Pokemon that you have already chosen and went through. And we will put them in the box as so. Once again, to sleeve these, you slightly open the sleeve and slide in the card. It is as easy as that, but the bonus of coming to a shop like this is you can sit back, relax, and watch someone else do the work for you, which is, in my opinion, the best way to do it. So how did you decide that a Neo era set is something that you wanted to have built? Okay, you grew up in that era. That is a good era to be familiar with. The height of Pokemon mania, some say. Those late 90s, early 2000s were said to be wild when it came to Pokemon merchandising. I'm sure you have a large collection of your own from that era, from that time. Of course, of course. Well, don't hesitate to bring some in with you next time you visit. We would love to see what you have and see if there's anything you would like to add. We have obviously many different specialty cards here in stock. Okay, so we have now sleeved the rest of the deck. We will go through the final look at your cards and get everything packaged up and get you on your way out to your Pokemon battles. So we will go ahead and show you the entirety of what you will be taking home with you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and now the cards that we have added, including the additional Pokemon and extra trainers and energy for your enjoyment. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And the trainers, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. There are your 3 additional metal energies. And your energies: 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 trainer we forgot about. 10 makes 70. And we about forgot about your last spin rack, which we will sleeve for you here before you leave. So we now have your full 71 card deck featuring Fortress. We'll get that packaged away in your deck box. As you can see, plenty of room for more. And what we like to do for our customers as a bonus is to throw in a Pokemon figure of their featured Pokemon, in this case Fortress. So we are going to throw in our little Pokemon Fortress figure for you, a nice little PVC figure. So we will put him right down there in the middle to kind of hold your card snug. As you can hear, it has a nice snug fit, so there will be limited mobility of the cards inside. And last but not least, we have our lid on top. And there you have it, your custom Bug Neo Generation deck. I hope you thoroughly enjoy this deck. I hope that you come back to join us to build another in the future and tell us how it went. Thank you so much for coming in. This has been a blast. I look forward to seeing you again, and enjoy. Have a great day.